would you be saying to the recruitment department, it sounds ridiculous after just less than 6 months, would you be saying to the recruitment department, we need to try and offload some of these players that came in the summer? I mean, we're talking about red, yellows and greens. I mean, in the reds, there's a few of these new guys. Shamiti's the obvious one at £8 million, just hasn't cut it. You mentioned Asgard earlier on. He has been, for me, the biggest disappointment. I mean, everything I'd heard about Asgard, when he came in, was that this guy was going to score 20 goals for Rangers for midfield. Norwegian international, a real coup for Rangers to go and get him for the money they got him for. And like you, I mean, apart from a couple of flashes, I've seen absolutely nothing to suggest he's going to cut it at Rangers. He plays the game at his own pace. He's completely ineffective, plays in the periphery of games.
I couldn't even work out who we'd taken off on Saturday when he came off at half-time. He'd been so anonymous.
He was so bad on Saturday, but you think, I'm watching it thinking, this guy's just off the back. He coming on for Norway in the San Siro away to Italy. Norway winning 4-1 to clinch their place at the World Cup. He's playing with Haaland and Odegaard and people like that. And he's got that kind of carrot to get to a World Cup. So he goes in a home game against Rangers, against arguably the worst team in the Scottish Premiership, and he has no impact in the game whatsoever. For 45 minutes, no impact, no influence, no shots, no key passes, nothing. How's that possible? I mean, is it too early? Are we writing him off too early, or do you genuinely say to the recruitment department, listen, we need to try and that's your main job. Forget bringing players in. Danny Rohl will go and identify 2 or 3 players that will try and get in. Your biggest job in this January window is A, try and offload a couple of the guys that have come in and aren't up to it, and B, I would suggest also looking at these loan deals and seeing if there's any of those can be ended prematurely. I mean, is that fair, or am I?
No, I think it's absolutely fair. I mean, look, never say never. These guys could turn it around. Asgard's another one who disappointed me, yet when you look at it, looking Wigan, I don't mean to be disrespectful, he wouldn't be the first guy to come down here for the English Championship who finds that the strip's too big for him. Just weighs too heavy on his shoulders. I don't think Asgard has helped. He's got a certain air of arrogance about him, which I don't think helps. He seems to think he's better than he is. He kind of reminds me of a guy that turns up at fives and he's got all the flicks and tricks, but when you actually look back in the game, you're like, he never actually done anything, for an hour. I'm sure his highlights reel looks great. The lone guys, Max Aarons, I've got a bit of bee in my bonnet about. I think he's been really poor. Big Giga, I think it's looked all right at times, but other times he looks like he's never seen a football before. It's strange. Rothwell's been a huge disappointment coming off the back of a great season with Leeds. I think as well with Thelwell, kind of coming back to him briefly, I think he displayed the kind of arrogance we've seen from a lot of guys who come from down south who seem to think that if a player's been good in the English Championship, that translates to the SPFL. I don't think it does at all. I think the English Championship's quite an overrated league, and it's a very different type of league for what we have up here. And he's not the first to do it. He probably won't be the last. But Rangers have been particularly bad with it. We brought up guys for the Championship. There are diamonds in there, but we bring up guys like Tom Lawrence, like Asgard, like Rothwell, and because they played at the Championship, we expect them to do well up here. And time again, it proves that it doesn't automatically translate.